Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video, then you probably want me to cut to the chase. Where are all the secret bosses located inside of anime weapons? But don't worry, I'm not gonna make this video too long. Let's jump into this. Also, feel free to like and subscribe if you do end up finding this video helpful. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and I guess let's jump into this. Alright, so first things first, for our very first location, we are going to be heading on over to the Shinobi village. Now do keep in mind that normally these bosses have quite a lot of HP. Like you'd need to be as strong as, let's say, being able to take out the final bosses in the next world in order to take him out, at least somewhere there. But if you guys are okay with that damage kind of stuff, then yeah, don't worry about it. So for the very first location, right, when you spawn on in, you want to head on over here to where this Biju's gacha is located. And then from there, head on behind him, and then down here, next to this rock, you will see like a crack in the wall. Then all you need to do is just run on up to it. It will teleport you on through to this like little mini cave, and this is where Itachi is going to be located. And he's going to be having 30 quadrillion HP and drops you 1 mythical sword and 1 mythical accessory. But yeah, that is the Itachi location down. Let's move on to the next one. So for the very next location inside of the second world, the Namek planet, all you need to do is once again do a little bit of parkour all the way to like the middle of the map. So once you go ahead and spawn on in, just run on through until you see these like little mountain parkour. Yeah, just jump across it and try to get to where this aura machine is. And then once you get there, you'll see this like little rock sticking out. Just go under it until you see, I guess, this other mini pathway. And then over here is another crack in the wall, which again, all you have to do, walk on through. And this is where you'll find the second secret boss. He has 80 sextillion HP and has similar rewards. 1 mythical weapon, which gives damage and energy, and 1 mythical accessory. Oh yeah, by the way, just so then I guess I can go ahead and just showcase what exactly the rewards are. The accessory for this boss is going to be this god necklace, you know, with the following stats. And then the previous boss's accessory is going to be this purple skeleton, giving you, you know, 60% mastery, 10% damage. And then I guess just because we can go ahead and do so, this is the shark sword mastery multiplier, you know, the mythical sword from the first world. And this is going to be the hawk sword. Oh wait, no, sorry. Let's go over here. The scythe throws with this mastery. Oh yeah, by the way, make sure you don't forget that these swords have damage multipliers. For example, I won't explain these two just yet because these are the next 2 worlds, but I'm pretty sure this sword over here is like a 70% damage multiplier, and the first one's like 40%. Yeah, it's something along those lines. Again, you might as well just go ahead and get it, especially if you've never gotten a mythical sword before. Quite literally, you have nothing to lose getting them, but yeah, let's move on to, I guess, the third secret location. So for this location, once again, you need to run on through past the aura and the Haki machine. And then you see this like blue building over here next to the fruits gacha. Well, yeah, all you have to do is go on right behind it. And then if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be like a little cave that you can walk on into. Yeah, right over here. Once again, there's a crack in the wall. You just walk into it. It teleports you on through. And this is the third secret world location, giving you this sword, which is going to be having 90% damage guaranteed. And then the multiplier, I believe, is like a 50 base. Yeah, the mastery multiplier is 50 chi for 0 star. Then obviously when you get it to 3 stars, this is going to be really OP at 212. And then the mythical accessory over here is going to be these electric drums, giving you 100% mastery and 5% critical, which I believe is associated with damage. Now for the fourth world, this location is actually very close to spawn. Once you spawn on in, right, and you see, for example, this star gacha, go directly opposite of it, right, all the way to like where the breath trainer is, and then jump on up. And then when you go to the backside of this mountain, you will see like a hole. Quite literally, I don't think, yeah, there is the crack in the wall, you know, it's barely able to be seen, but all you need to do is just fall on through this hole. It will automatically teleport you on through, and this is where the secret Akazar boss is, giving you the blood sight, which I will be going to be having a multiplier of 140% damage, and I believe the mastery is around 70. Okay, I was close enough, 68, you know, give or take 2. However, unfortunately, I can't show you the stats of it being maxed out just yet, since I've already been AFKing on this boss for a while now, and I don't think I've even gotten the accessory. Listen again, regardless of whether this accessory is energy or damage, do make sure you get it, because in the end, it is probably going to be the best out of whatever category it is, whether it is yen or damage or energy or maybe even luck. So if you're able to grind this Akaza boss, make sure you grind him, get a 3-star blood scythe, get the accessory, and you will be good. But now let's move on to, I guess, the final world, the secret boss that I don't think I can even dent. If I'm not mistaken, the location is actually opposite this like river thing. Now you can't just run into the river because, you know, it will automatically respawn you. But what you can go ahead and do is head on over to where the Emperor spawn is, right? You see this like little gateway thing for the river? Just go ahead and jump onto it, right? By using your double jump. Then double jump on over here to where you see this tower. And then over here on the left side is where you'll find, again, a crack in the wall. Just walk on through, and this is where the secret Eren Jaeger boss is, giving you, again, 1 mythical weapon, 1 mythical accessory, and probably the most amount of money that you can get in the game. But do keep in mind that he has a 200 QID HP, which even though I have like you know, this amount of energy, all of my stuff is allocated into damage, I can't even get him to 199 QID. So yeah, don't waste your time here unless you know for certain that you are strong. In this case, you probably have to be relative to a leaderboard player, because I don't think even the leaderboard players can even do that much damage. Yeah, even the top one, pay to win guy, 134 QAD, which that's just under 0.1% damage per hit, which is, you know, pretty insane to say. But hey, at least you guys, I guess, now know the locations. You know, this is meant to be a relatively straightforward and simple video. Regarding the next locations though, for example, in the next update when, you know, world number 6 comes out and 7 and 8, probably I'll go ahead and showcase those secret locations in their respective update videos. And then if needs be, when, you know, this game does go ahead and releases, like, for example, a world 9 or 10 or something along those lines, I'll make an updated version of this video, you know, with just the pure locations, you know, no grinding, no tips and tricks, just pure location showcases. So then obviously we don't waste any time and, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, for the time being, check out my update showcase videos. I will go ahead and showcase the secret boss locations. And apart from that though, for those of you guys that are interested in my grinding series for, you know, getting on the leaderboards, this is where I am currently at, you know, this amount of mastery, this rank. Right now, my main focus is going to be grinding out that Akaza boss, so then that's where I can not only get a maxed out weapon, but as well I can go ahead and get the accessory, since as I said before, I'm still lacking it. But don't worry, by the next video, I'm sure I will be relatively maxed out as much as possible, except maybe this secret raid power. Yeah, I'm still struggling to get the mythical. Listen, I'll try. If I fail, I fail. If I succeed, I succeed. But I guess you guys are gonna find out what the result is in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next grinding video. Peace out, everybody.